always been drawn to telling the stories of American workers that really represent the backbone of America. You know, those that have fished for generations, those that have worked the land, coal miners, steel workers, loggers. You know, some of these industries are twilighting, but that doesn't mean you have to dismiss them. You have to pay them homage. Recently, I had the idea that I wanted to reach out and see what the coal mining industry is all about. So I started calling around to different states, different coal mining communities, and overwhelmingly, when I introduced myself and told them where I was from as a New England photographer, they all said, absolutely not. I think that they had pictured that I would be someone who was coming in simply to exploit them and also exploit the industry. I really wasn't interested in casting any kind of shadow on the industry. I wanted to just celebrate the workers, the generations of men that had gone underground in West Virginia, for example, for over 200 years. So after putting all our plans together for this shoot, we traveled down to West Virginia, and on the first day of the 4-day shoot, we had one miner show up. It was pretty discouraging. Thankfully, the second day, I think we had 7 miners, the third day, 20 miners, the fourth day, 50 miners. It started to take on a life of its own. It ended up being a really positive event, not only for us, but for the communities as well. Whenever I set out to do a portrait series like this, I always go into it with the idea that really I'm not going to lead with the camera. I really want to start with the conversation. Because if I don't understand the person that I'm photographing, the photograph really won't be representative. For me, the camera is a way to say, here I am, I'd like to get to know you. So every expression, every bit of pain is simply part of our conversation. Almost every coal miner that we spoke with in the studio was the son of a coal miner, and he was the son of a coal miner. The idea of going underground when you're 19 years old and you potentially could spend the next 45 years doing this is remarkable to me. And they do it with strength, and they do it with courage, and they do it with pride. I don't know where I'm going to take this, where I'll go next, but there are so many industries that share that deep sense of pride and tradition where thousands of workers go and do what they do every day without really any notice. Those are the American industries that I'm interested in celebrating.